Canadian show, North American radio show, and now worldwide show, the LizyT Blog Talk Radio Show. She wants to know who you are, what you do, your contact info, anything new. And now welcome the amazing LizyT.
Hello, and welcome everyone. I am Lizzie, one of the producers and the host of the Lizzie T radio show. And don't forget, we are also on YouTube. So our YouTube channel is still up and running and growing and having incredible guests from all over the world. I am so excited to be able to bring to you another singer songwriter, another artist. We've been having a lot of authors. It's like everybody was writing a book and everybody needed to promote their book. And so we've been having a lot of authors. And right now I don't know, it just turns around. It seems like every fall here in North America, we get the incredible authors and singers. So let's dig in, everyone. I'm hoping that you're having an amazing day wherever you are in this beautiful, wonderful world, and enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe, everyone. Don't forget to follow, and just say hello from wherever you are in this beautiful world. So, yeah, without further ado, everyone, I would like to bring to you an incredible artist all the way from Jamaica, but he resides in Germany. And I'm going to butcher this city's name, Dortmund, in Germany. But he is an artist. His name is, as you can see it on the screen, Rough House. He's a multi-talent music producer and dynamic lead of reggae, rock assembly, Rati. He has an indelible mark of the global music scene, originally hailing from Jamaica. As I mentioned earlier, he has called Germany home over 2 decades now. Here he has cultivated a loyal fan base throughout Europe. Know you versatile across genres, and Rolf House has gained recognition for his ability to blend traditional reggae with modern influence, creating a sound that resonates across culture. His latest album, Changes, has geared to widespread claim of rich, warm sounds throughout the province, lyrics that speaks to universal human experiences. The album showcases Rough House's unique ability to craft music that both deeply personally and broadly relib earnings both critical praise and great international follow. And by the way, guys, you will hear the song here. Raphael's latest single is Keep Climbing, explores the global reggae sound. The track is an uplifting anthem that connects with listeners in an emotional level. And I was listening and grooving with it. I love it. For an inspiration of hope and challenging times, as we all know. Um, with this music, Raghouse continued to break through the barriers, and tiny fans have from all corners of the world. And it's incredible. He is in Germany, and we're here in North America and Canada. This is exactly what the next subject is. World providing that creativity, spirits knows no bound. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited, and let's welcome to the screen. Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, Ray. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'll say I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm blessed. New
Yeah,
day on this beautiful planet. So I'm alive. We are alive.
we are
Yep.
definitely alive.
Yeah, I would
That
say I always say today is a historical moment, and many people never understand when I say this. I said it because it's a new day. We have never seen this day before, so it's historical. I say,
I love it. I love
yeah,
it. That is incredible. It's true. I've never even thought of that way, but I'm glad that you're here to
yes,
shine the light and enlighten us to. It is definitely a brand new day we have never seen before. Good for you. Good for you. One of the things that I'm curious about, Reg House, is moving from, and I know we are North America, we're especially in Canada, we are a very multicultural country. We have people from
right.
all over the world. We have my one of my best friends are from Jamaica and South America and so forth and so on. But for you to leave, and most Jamaican, not most, but some Jamaicans prefer North America, Canada, and the US. For you
Right.
to migrate to Germany, like what happened?
Yeah, I'm gonna just put this story in a nutshell. Basically, I have been I had the opportunity to work in the hotel industry, due to my father, which I will tell you later, when he was on tour, finished with school, and I did science electrical engineering, and I didn't really enjoy that job too much. It was kind of destroying my finger, and I've been playing music from an early age. So I had an opportunity to go into the hotel to be a resident band player, and that story goes. And the original bass player came back, and then I stand there without a job. Then they asked me, entertainment man said, "Hey, do you know anyone that can teach aerobics?" I said, "I can." Didn't know nothing about aerobics, but doing taekwondo for a younger age, I had some exercise experience, so I used that. And then she said I have to do water exercise, aqua aerobics, and I could not swim. So I had to navigate my way around that. And what I did, actually, you're in Canada, and it's a beautiful experience. I
Yes.
did my first day on the job. When I went when I got the job, I went into the pool, invite all the guests in, and I could not teach aerobics. So I asked in that moment, I said, "Is anyone here experiencing water exercise, aqua aerobics?" And there was a lady from Canada. She was professional, and she said, "Yeah, I do that." I said, "Would you like to take the class for this day?" And I had two ladies that done the class for 1 week, and I had a video friend of mine. He videoed the classes. And each time, each time they do the class, he would video. I would go back to my room and I would practice and create my own class. So after 1 week, they left. The second week, I have a full built aerobics class. And then the manager from Germany at that time, from Holland, he called me in his office and he said, "Hey, man, you don't know nothing about aerobics, do you?" I said, I did not. And I said, "No, I do." And he said, "I really love what you did." And from that day on, he said, "I want you to work for me and only me." And
Wow.
become very close from there. And I found out at the same time he was a bass player also. And
Wow.
he said to me, "Don't stop playing your music, keep practicing." So from there, I was in the hotel doing aerobics. Then I get to start to do entertainment. Then one night, the bass player did not turn up. And I have learned all the songs of the artists who perform in the hotel. And because the bass player didn't turn up, I end up playing bass. And that's how that journey all started.
One of the things that I notice about you and many people that I've known that I attract is that the role is never too big for you or the unknown. If you don't know
Yeah,
it, you find ways, you get someone to teach you, get
definitely.
someone to show you the ropes, and you take it from there.
That's
And
right.
I'm, a lot of people know about my little secret here because my dream was always to be a broadcaster. I had
Wow.
no idea of how to start, what to do, and same thing. I just the shoe was a lot bigger than my foot, but you know what? It's gonna get filled somehow because I'm sticking to it.
Exactly.
And
Keep
you
right.
have the same feeling, the same perseverance, that there's nothing that you can't do because you find ways. I love that about you. I love that
Definitely.
is so beautiful. Wow, that is incredible. And kudos to you for taking initiatives and not never
Yes.
giving up. That deserves a round of applause. Um, one of the things that we talked about by reading your bio and all that, you have the Jamaican background, all those beautiful rhythm, the reggae, calypso. I love reggae music.
Mm.
Is within me. How would you able to transition from that to now Germany? Are they? Is it accepted? Obviously, and
Yes.
I don't see any country now liking that. And by the way, do you speak German already? Are you becoming
Yeah.
a little bit more fluent?
A little bit. Oh, I remember I learned German from the first 3 months. I came here, I learned it by myself because I have a philosophy. If I enter into a country that doesn't speak English, my first goal is to learn how to communicate in that mother language. And that's what I did. I learned German in 3 months. Communicative wise, I learned German in 3 months by myself so I can communicate with the people. Because if somebody's laughing, I need to know why you're laughing. You understand?
I love it. And you want to be able to have a comeback as well, right? So
Definitely,
you're not
definitely.
laughing only. Let's share the joke here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
the influence from your background to German, how was that for you?
You know that it was not really difficult for me because I told you before in the hotel, my manager was already from Holland. And while I was working in Jamaica, I've never been late. So they always call me Jamaican in the hotel. And because I was always on time. And when I came to Germany, coming out of the airport, that was my first impression of the country. I see how everything was in order, and I just felt right at home because I'm that type of person. And that decision was clear for me where my home would be from the first day I arrived in this country.
Beautiful. So let's talk about influences right now. And the first of them, comes to mind in North American Canada is Bob Marley. But anybody else influence your life when you were back? And you were a little older when you came, when you
Right.
immigrated to Germany. How old were you?
Oh gosh.
It's been a while. So you've been there for
Y-
2 decades, so
uh,
about 20 years,
20 years.
and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
look
but I left very
25.
young. Yeah. I left young. Yeah, left very young. I'm now up in the 50s. So yeah, it's 20 years here. But I've been exposed from very young to the music culture,
Right.
music scene in Jamaica.
Right, right. So
Yeah,
your father, your friends, you
yeah,
see in
my
shows. Who was
yeah, my
your
father, my father was working with a lot of legendary artists. He's also a legendary musician. So he was the guitarist for Dennis Brown, he's for Bonnie Wailer. And he brought me into the studio very early. I have been playing bass since I was 9 years old, and professionally from I was 12. So I've been around the foundation. I will get to that point. I've been around the foundation of reggae music. So that will explain to you later on why my music basically sounds this way.
hmm Right, right. So who would you say influenced you musically wise? Let's name some big names.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
named one.
Okay, definitely. Starting with my father, Keith Powell Sr., my greatest influence, taught me, take me around with him. I was in rehearsal in the studio with him from the musician side, Uncle Glenn Brown, bass player, wonderful. And then from the artist side, I definitely started with Dennis Brown because I was around as a child. Bonnie Wailer, love that artist. And since I've been older, my inspiration totally throughout the music industry would be Bob Marley. I love his
Yes.
simplicity. I love
Yes.
his songwriting. I love his message. I love his purpose. I love his journey. And I love the way that he's from both sides of the coin. So he
Yes.
he's from the African side, he's from the European side, and he's the one that really taught us how to bring people together through music. From me, that's my personal one of my biggest inspiration is Bob Marley.
Yes, yes, of course, of course. Same here, same here. So, how challenged would you say that to be able to keep your roots, your background, your Jamaican root in a culture in a country that is completely the opposite? And I assume
Yeah,
that there are obviously you have a group of friends that are probably from back home,
right.
but there is it's not like being home. So how would you how do you manage that challenge?
um, for me, it was not challenging because I was exposed so early to tourist sector, to foreigners, and also with from my father to musician to that open world. So when I came here, the only thing that was challenging for me was basically communicating. And so once I get that, I start to understand more about the culture, more about the people. People might think, oh, what about racism? For me, I know racism is everywhere. I've never experienced it here as people would experience that because I never leave going out with the expectation of getting something negative pushed towards me. I'm always a positive person and I always give people a chance to be open and communicative. So, challenge wise, it was not hard for me to adjust because I understood the people already even before I came here. That's the reason why I choose to be here, and also one of the main reasons. So I would not say challenging. Later on, as I got older and become a part of the system, then you start to face, that daily challenge in how to navigate normal life with the professional life. And that's where it was challenging. But as soon as I filter that out and know exactly what I want and stay the course, that one helped me. And the main thing in Germany, what I realized, once you can communicate in the language, you're much more accepted. There's
Accepted.
much more respect given to you and more support also given to you. So I was one of the fortunate one too.
And I
To have
think it's like that in most country that
definitely.
here in Canada we have English, but we have our French side of the
Mhm.
country as well, which is pretty much either you speak French and or you struggle. And I noticed that
Right.
too, that when you go into a country that speaks the language, that you're able to speak at least the basic, people give you that little extra, this person is trying, this person
Right,
is
right.
trying to communicate in my language, and I'm going to do everything I can to help them and to meet them halfway.
That's
So good,
right.
and good for you to go above and beyond and not settling. There's people that lived in North America all their lives, and
I
they
know.
don't speak half of English that they should. So
That's right. That's right.
that very commendable of you. Now, how would you able, Roughhouse, to mix your rhythm? Are you able to do it from back home to
Mhm.
rhythms that they have in Germany? And I remember
Yeah.
some German music, a lot of drums and a lot of uh, trumpets. There's are
Yeah, I
you
know.
are you able to do some miracles
Oh
in that?
yeah, definitely. I have always been, as a kid, I've always experiment with sounds and music, and I always, as a child, I even break my father's speakers because he was playing an Earth, Wind and Fire album. I was so young. There was one guy on the album, and I wanted that guy, and for me, he was in the speaker. So when I hear the music play. I took my finger and I pulled the speaker out the cone, and I was searching for that one singer. When my dad came home, I said, Dad, I cannot find it. I was searching in the speaker. I really destroyed the speaker searching for the guy. So I always push myself. So when I came here, I was exposed to so much different culture and so much different instrumentation of music. And because of my foundation that I was built on in Jamaica, whatever, if you listen to my music, you will hear that foundation. So everything built on that foundation. So I use that as my base, and then I would find something that I will take, like a saz from Turkey, or I take like the tabla from India. I take something from Germany. The guitar. We're drum and bass driven as Africans, but once you touch Europe, it's more the mid-range area. So once you have that rock guitar going, that synth sound going, it
Mm-hmm.
was a beautiful experience for me just to throw all of that inside it. And but with one rule I have, built everything on the foundation of reggae that my legends, my teachers taught me. I never changed that ingredients.
Wow. And actually, you answer the my next question. Are you able to mix the influences from Germany? And you just answer
Oh yes,
absolutely,
definitely.
absolutely, yeah. Because it's the basis you have it, and you
Mhm.
know what drives you, what motivates you, what is
Right.
home, that is installed in you, that and you can add that beautiful rhythm with another cultures, and you mentioned several already,
And
like
And just to make a point on that, the reason why I approach it even this way is through my years here, I've experienced engineers working, and in Jamaica, how we would go for the drum and bass, that heavy drum and bass. In Europe, they don't go for that. You see? So I realized that, okay, they're not drum and bass driven, they're more mid range driven. The drum and bass is there, but they're more driven from the mid area for the high frequency sounds and that guitar driven sound. And I realized that, okay, so in order to get my message over, I have to put that spice on top of my foundation. Yes.
I love how you say your spice, your
Yeah.
spice. And
Yeah.
again, you answer my second question. How what are the challenges of creating this type of music with your by living across?
Mm,
And you just said it, by emerging the basis of what you do and not
right.
deviating from it, but actually it's a little extra. Um,
Right. That's right.
that is awesome. That is awesome. So how do you being able to make sure that this music resonate with the new country, with the new culture that you are, because it's easier for a Jamaica, for a South American, for a Latino,
Mm,
for even cultures like you mentioned Greek, but German is completely different. How do you able to have that audience hooked?
yeah, I think what I've experienced, I think it's a lot to do with the right frequency and also back to the roots. When people see me here, they see Jamaica. They they wouldn't even say Africa because I see myself as African, but they see Jamaica, they see reggae. Um, and I understand the part of reggae they're seeing. They're seeing the Bob Marley, they're seeing the Dennis Brown, they're seeing the roots reggae, the voice of the people. That's what they're seeing. So for me, here I try to I try to keep that. I keep that in everything I do, and then getting my message across. I try not to go deep in patois, like especially because I realize how important a language is to get your message across. I know it sounds cool to be going deep into the patois, but will that man from France or that lady from Holland,
Might
Germany,
not understand.
they will not
Yeah.
understand. It might sound cool in the moment, da 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 da, da, and flowing and everything, and people go, "Oh, listen to the flow." But did you get my message? I'm a messenger, you know.
That's
Um,
right. That's right. And that's the message. And a lot of people that know reggae and know the background, this music can be, we're talking especially Bob Marley, can be
mhm.
politically and that has a political and a social message. And
Right.
we don't want to turn off people because we know that it could bring subjects that sometimes are not too comfortable for
Yeah,
some
yeah,
people.
definitely.
So yeah, how do you come around that? How do you are able to uh, keep on track because it could drive people off, right?
Yeah, yeah, I do. In my music, what I don't do, which is also I learned from Bob Marley, he never point his finger at no one. He would say, "Who the cap fit, let them wear it." So if I see a political problem that affects, say, my people, because people always try to categorize themselves, but affect the human race, because even if it's affect an African, it's a ripple effect. It will affect the others as well. So when I see this, I will navigate it through my music, but not on the basis of I'm in Kingston speaking to Kingstonian out of Jamaica. I resonate that speaking to European. So I would soften the language, not the meaning. I would soften the expression of the language to make it more digestible, if you know what I mean. And
That's right.
also,
That's a very
yeah,
good word that you use, digestible,
yeah, yeah.
and not as a strong and not too political for people to enjoy. That is the whole
Right.
purpose.
That's right. I want them to enjoy it, but at the same time, I want them to have it as a part of their playlist. You see, every one of us that listen to music, we have a playlist. We call it our daily playlist. And depends on the mood you're in, you're gonna go for that song. Yeah, you might hear a song that really give you the answer for questions you have been asking. It might sound simple to many people, but who feels it knows it. And once you find one of that song, you're gonna put it as one of your favorite go-to songs to listen to when you're in a certain mood. So it's very important that I understand the dynamics of the people and understand the cries and the laughter and the tears and the pain of the people. With that, I can comfort them with my music, with the roots reggae, with the deep roots, and then a little of what they can resonate to on top of that.
Beautiful. By the way, everyone, if you just tuned in, I know some people are logging in right now and checking us out. We are in Canada, all the way from beautiful Germany, with Rough House
Rap
and
House.
Rough House, and I am so happy to be able to experience uh, the culture, the Jamaican culture, the reggae, and the way he explains it is so easy for anybody to understand and enjoy. I don't want to forget that word. So if you have questions, concerns, if you would like to interact with us, our chat is open, and you can always say hello and you can always ask a question. If you are visiting us from another part of the world, please interact with us, and yeah, let's have a good time here. Um, so you again answer my next question. What are you hoping to for listeners to take back? And you answer it in many other ways, but is there anything else that you would like to add?
Mm. Yeah, what I'm hoping is to keep that positive light and the reggae music out of Jamaica. You see, it become probably it become a music where people might think it's too political, or it's too homophobic and so, but it's not true. Reggae music is people's music. It's music. It's the voice of the people. It's the voice of the voiceless. You see, we use these people to express our daily situation. We use this music to communicate with politicians to let them know, say, hey, I see you. The people are complaining, the people won't change, or the people commend you on what you're doing. So we should not just reggae don't just focus on the negative. We do focus on the positive, the upliftment, the movement. And my job is My mission is to keep that light bright shining on that area of the music. So I will never deviate. I want people to know that it's the people's music and everyone is entitled to love and enjoy reggae music. So you got me. We lost the connection there.
Yeah, I want to be able to play Keep Climbing. Can you talk a little bit about this creation?
Yes, Keep Climbing was really inspired from. I was watching the speech of a gentleman from the States, and so he was getting an award, and he said, he said it doesn't matter what you're going through when you feel like you're on top of the mountain, you should not give up, because it could be the start of another one. So just you have to keep moving. Don't matter how you're feeling down, don't matter what the world is saying. Keep your eyes focused on your prize and just keep moving, because we're here to live, to have experience, and never stop climbing. And I wrote this one in when I was in Jamaica, and whenever I go to Jamaica, I always have a blast of inspiration, and then that one of this day this song came to me, and I was like, and the part that I said, you have to keep people around you. You have experience. I have that experience already when I see somebody coming to me that I'm not really in the mood to see that day. There's no smiling on my face, so I'm saying, like, just whenever a friend is visiting you, you should have a smile on your face. So you should surround yourself with those type of people that put a smile on your face. Keep climbing. Mhm.
Surround yourself with people who all alone, feeling lost and feeling empty.
Mhm. Oh. Mhm.
Surround yourself with people who eyes light up
I find it
when they
so
see
melodic and very soothing, and it feels like you are in a beach somewhere and enjoying the weather and relaxing and having some coconut. I don't know if you've intended to have it that way or.
Yeah, actually, you know what happened? When you build something on the foundation of your teachers, yeah, if you build a house on a solid foundation, it will always give you the emotion of home. And this is because my music, if you listen to the mid area, the melodies, it's not Jamaican, but listen to the foundation of which that is built on. It is from my teachers. So it gives you that, although it was produced in Germany, it will still sounds, it's Jamaican based on the foundation I built it on.
Very soothing, very melodic. I
Thank
mean,
you.
it takes you to this place of comfort that I wasn't. It's funny because when I we were talking behind the scene, or when you sent me the um, the soundtrack, I was expecting anything else but that, and I started playing. My husband and I, we were both kind of talking, and all of a sudden, everything stopped, And he looked at me and he go, "Who is that? That is beautiful." And I'm like, "This is the next guy I'm going to have on the show." And he goes, and not he's not a reggae kind of guy, but he was like, "This is very nice.
I
This is
love
very
that. You
nice."
know, I love that he's not a reggae kind of guy. The thing is, I'm not a reggae kind of guy. Reggae is in my DNA. What I am though, I'm a I'm a I'm a I'm a child of music. I am music. So anything that resonates to my frequency, I will definitely be a part of it. And just to explain to you where these sounds, especially that sound you're hearing, it is called the Sashuki flute. You know, it's more like Oriental, Asian, and
Okay.
it was introduced to me from a group that I am working with. I'm the musical director for that group. The group is called Enigma, and it is well known worldwide. So this album Changes, it was based on that experience with Enigma. I called it an enigmatic reggae. That was like my personal title, enigmatic reggae. So I would use those elements from Enigma that I used for the show and stuff to infuse into this music. So that when you hear that flute, you have never heard it in a reggae song before because it's not from that era or that culture.
Definitely, definitely. I want to say it's a little bit hypnotic, but it's not, because hypnotic, it has that negative connotism, and this is more soothing. And like I said, if really brings you to that nice place in a beach where
Yeah.
you just relaxing and you're thinking and you're
Escaping,
is
right?
thank you. That is
Yeah.
perfect word. Yes, escaping. That's practically it. Now that you have this, before we run out of time, I just wanted to make sure that for people that are listening now, or they will be listening throughout um, our social medias, as you can see,
Mm.
we are all over, and just wanted to make sure that people can follow you. We are, as you can see on the screen, on SoundCloud, Blog Talk Radio, and definitely we're right now broadcasting in our my website, which is the LizyPodcast.com.
Mm.
Where can people find you?
Okay. We got on the Instagram definitely. That's
Okay.
yeah.
And
On
Instagram
Tik
is the hashtag, or the handle.
the what's my Instagram name again? I don't
It's a rough house.
yeah, roughhouse underscore music.
Okay. Beautiful,
That's
beautiful.
for
So we
Instagram.
will we will follow and tag
What
you.
you could do like what I normally on my website, roughhouse-music.com, there's like a link tree and all my social media links are there. So once you hit on my website, you will see all those areas where you can connect with me.
Sounds awesome. And we will link definitely through this interview, through my YouTube channel and many other social
Right.
medias as well. So now that you built this, because this song "Climbing" is incredible. Keep climbing. I love it. Congratulations, it's
Thank you.
beautiful. I'm going to be listening for a while on my walk, so it's part of my playlist if you don't mind.
Yes, please do. Please do, by all means. Yeah.
People are gonna wonder, what? Where from? So what is next for you?
Um, you know, I do not live in the past and I do not live in the future. I move in the present. So every day is creation, new music. I have a ton load. I think I have 3 albums finished and singles that I could release a song every day for the whole year if I want to. So I'm always creating. I have now with your program, with the help of your program, I'm trying to really reach out to a wider range of audience. I would love to come to Canada in the near future to let you see how I perform live. So
Oh,
what I
that would be amazing. I would be first on the list.
Right. So what I have going on right now, apart from Rough House, I also have a beautiful acoustic duo with the beautiful Eliana Hobin. She's playing piano and flute. And all these songs you're hearing on the album, we also play them in the acoustic form because I wrote most of my songs with my acoustic guitar first. And I think if it fits for an acoustic guitar, it will be a beautiful song in any direction you want to go. So that one, it's called Circle of Happiness. That's what I call that acoustic duo, Circle of Happiness. So once you're in that circle with us and we're performing, you're gonna feel so happy. So that is one project that is going on. The next one that I have going on is the group that you mentioned earlier called Ratid. We are a reggae rock group with roots rock reggae. So the best way to describe Rotted is two songs plugged together. So you take a song from Korn, heavy rock song, and you take Bob Marley, plug it together, and you have Rotted. You pull them apart, you have two separate songs. So it's roots rock reggae, it's rock and reggae. That one will be on the road next year, touring. I already spoke with the booking agency, and they're crazy about that one. So those three things going on, and I'm also with the project Enigma. We touring. We're going to Sri Lanka, Mumbai, Singapore, all these places. So I'm just living one step, one day at a time. Cannot change yesterday. I don't know what tomorrow is.
One of the things that I've never heard before is I don't live in the past and I don't live in the future. I live in the now. And that is so true. A lot of people, and I ask the question all the time, what's next for the future? We could have a million dreams. So we could have
Mm,
a million to-do list, or people like to do dream walls,
right.
and that's all great, just to give you your mind, your mental ability of saying, I could do more. But you don't know about tomorrow. So how about focusing on what you have going on now? Like
Definitely.
this interview right now is amazing. And whoever is listening right now is probably getting impressed. You will be able to hear the whole song, not to worry. But yeah, I love it. I love it. And on that note, we talked about what you're doing, but I assume that you have a significant other now, and perhaps you have kids.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely do. I have four kids.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, four kids. 24, 23, going 23, 10 and 8. Yeah, and they all were born. They're born in Dortmund, Germany. I grew them. I teach them the ways of Jamaica and the ways of Germany. They speak
And
English and German.
that's what I was gonna ask you. Do they follow dad's footstep when it comes to music, or uh, producing, or perhaps just being creative? And if
Yeah,
that is the case or not the case, what kind of legacy would you like to leave, not just for your children, but for others?
yeah. They do love the music. Sports. My daughter, the youngest one, she's playing football, but she loves to sing. My son, he's doing drums. The bigger one, he's into producing, doing drums, and the bigger girl, she's more working in the social area, working with people like that. My legacy that I would love to leave behind, and I think I'm on the right track doing so, is to give you music like this that will last. It's timeless, that you can always go to and go, this is one artist that always give us something to lift us up and just to move on with our day. Just that little extra push. That's the legacy I would love to leave. That's people to have music to give them that. I just want people to experience good feeling.
That's
Even
right.
in even in your darkest hours, I would love to know that there's a song that I wrote that you can go to, which I get a lot of people say that to me, and it lifts them up. You know, there's 3 weeks ago, a lady from Azerbaijan, she wrote me and she told me that one of my songs actually saved her life. And that is like,
Wow.
that's,
That is
you,
incredible.
you know, you cannot ask for a more greater legacy than that. So I think I'm on the right track. If I continue to show respect to my elders and my ancestors,
Yes.
I think I will be guided in the right path to leave the right footstep for others to
Absolutely.
follow.
That is such an incredible story, to be able to receive a message from someone to say that
Yeah, yeah.
whatever they heard, whatever they moved, however they were moved, saved her life. That is beautiful. Congratulations. My goodness.
Thank you.
That
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
incredible.
Mm,
So, on the other note, and we're starting to come to an end, and I definitely want to be able for my listeners to hear the whole song.
mhm.
For somebody who is on the other side of the planet, which they are, we
Yeah.
literally are on the other side of the planet of each other,
Sure.
and they want to be like you. They want to be this successful, incredible, motivational, um, you know, person, and but they are struggling not only because they have not that ability that you have to be able to fit on your on that shoe even if it's 5 times as bigger than you, but
Mhm.
they have a gift. What kind of words of wisdom or advice would you give to someone who is looking at you as an idol?
Right. The first advice is don't look at me as an idol. That's the first advice. The main advice I would give to anyone, it doesn't matter how successful you are or how not you think you are. If you should manage to open your eyes today and you're not in the hospital, you're not in prison, even if you are, once you're alive, that's the main thing to celebrate. You have seen this new day. Now, the question is, what do you do with this day? My procedure for all my new days, I try to really empty my head. Whenever I go to sleep, I try my best to just filter out. So when I wake up in the new day, I'm a strong believer that the universe always provide a package. This is my metaphor. There's a package for every living soul on this planet. And if your head is free and you wake up to see this new day, you will see this package. And in this package is everything you need for this day. Only for this day, not to take into the new day that will be granted if you deserve to have it. You will only have it for this day. Once you go into that package and take out what you need for the day, it will set a chain reaction to the future days to come. You really just have to just filter it. With all the technology and everything that is going around today, kind of, try to move a little closer to the nature, go for walks. The music, my music is my filter. So find something that can help you to filter the bustle and the hustle of the day you're in and whatever job you're doing. But remember, once your eyes open, that's where you start. You are grateful to the universe for a new day. And this new day, live it like it's the best thing that ever happened to you. That is my advice for people to find happiness and to move forward step by step, one day at a time. If you cannot plan for next week and you don't even know who's standing behind you in the
That's right.
present. You know, I think if you utilize the day you have and make the best of it, it will put in motion for what to come in the new day that will be granted.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible. One of the
Yeah.
things that I've always asked this question too, I've been doing this for about 7 plus year, and I've always
Mhm.
get couple of answers,
Mhm.
but nothing what you've gave me today. And I'm not just saying that, I'm actually, I mean it, because there's so much and I usually take notes. and I was unable because I've been captivated by what you've been saying. But one of the things that it struck me very strongly was, if you're not on the hospital today, give thanks. But even if you are, you're still alive.
Yes.
And
Yes.
wow, I some of you listeners know that I went through 3 years ago practically living in the hospital through my father because of
Wow.
my father health. And even when I was there, it was difficult to
Mm.
say, he's still alive. And but it resonated, brought me back to those days that I used to be there.
Right.
And the other thing that you mentioned that really really struck me, um, the naysayers, the walk on the on nature, and that's one of the things that I do have knee issues, but I will never give up. Even if it's like a 5 minute walk, or just to breathe the
Yes.
fresh air, to get out of that desk or that room or that situation.
Right.
And yeah, that definitely resonated with me, and hopefully everyone is resonating with you too. This has been such an incredible
Mm.
talk. I always learn with my guests, and I always say, if one person listens to any of this advice, because this is the last part, but this is the best part.
Yeah.
Everything was great, but this is incredible. And I'm so glad that you're here,
Thank you. Yes.
Ralph House, and for you that are listening right now or will be listening later, just pay attention because there's so much golden nuggets, not just music, but life in general, and advice
That's
for
right.
you, whether you're a musician, whether you want to experience a life as a musician, singer, songwriter. Maybe that book that you need to write, maybe that business that you need to start, maybe that
Mhm.
coaching business. I mean, this answer is for everyone. And
Right.
the fact that you have someone calling back or answering back or coming back to you say you saved my life, I believe that. I
Yes.
strongly believe that. This is
That's good.
incredible. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Any
Yes.
last word, my friend? We are ready to
Yes.
play.
Yeah. I want to say my one of my believers that believe in my music and recognize my music and reach out to me about my music is Lyd Leng from Jamaica. I just want to say, Leng, if any musician, any artist in Jamaica want to know something about the music industry, you guys need to contact Lyd Lang. He will guide you and he will show you the path. And very good brother, believe in my music, recognize my music,
Right.
understand my music. And I just want to bless him up. Um, my father, my mother,
Yes.
my sisters, the family, just everyone is safe. I'm grateful. And wherever your families are, everyone, you yourself, I'm just sending out more blessings, more positive energy. We're going through challenging time, and people think the world is crazy at the moment. The world is not crazy. It was always this way. The social media is crazy.
It's brought it to light. I
Right.
always say that.
It's people, we we are human with emotions, and I think what we need is very important. What we need to do, we need to be more patient with each other. We need to listen. And we don't need to be so judgmental to someone's opinion, someone's lifestyle, someone belief. We just have to give a listening ear and ask a question, explain. Don't be so defensive. We are too defensive. We're too sensitive at the moment. We need to be less defensive, and listen some more. And I think we will be all right. One way or the other, we will be all right. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you again, Roughhouse,
Yes, thanks for having
for
me.
thank
Definitely.
you. And yeah, we will be sharing right now for everyone to enjoy this beautiful song. Hopefully, it brings you, it puts you on a mind frame of what it does to me. It's just calmness and enjoy. So this is for you from Roughhouse.
Yeah. Yeah.